We're going to start off with the birthday girl, born and raised in Lakeville, Minnesota. During her collegiate career, she was named Big Ten Freshman of the Year, and as a senior was named Big Ten Player of the Year. She finished her career as the Big Ten's career scoring leader with 3,093 points, which puts her at 6th best total in NCAA Division I history. Let's hear some noise. And just to her left, raised in Hutchinson, Minnesota. During her collegiate career, she was named Team MVP all 4 years. She led Minnesota to the NCAA tournament 3 straight years, which included the first ever Final Four appearance in 2004. She finished her career with 2,285 points. Let's hear it for her. We thank you both for being here tonight. The fans, I know, have been patiently waiting. They got a lot of questions prepared for you. We're just going to kick it off with an easy one. During your time at the University of Minnesota, what is a memory that stands out to you as your absolute favorite?
Rachel, you're first.
Okay.
You're number one. You're wearing number one, so you're designated to go first on all the questions.
The memory that stands out to me the most would probably be senior night when we beat Ohio State. And they were ranked number 5 at the time. It was just a huge game, went into overtime, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
Not your 60-point performance.
Yeah, that was cool too, but
60 points. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
Lindsay?
How about your buzzer beater against Iowa? That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I was overseas watching that game on DVR. That's how much I was cheering for you, Rachel.
Thank you. That's dedication.
I was watching it at 4 a.m. from my apartment in Turkey. And when Rachel got the ball, I said, game. She called game. Paul Pierce, she called game. My favorite memory was probably going to the Final Four. So that was pretty cool. That was fun. I know a lot of you guys were there, and just getting to go to New Orleans, beating Duke in the Elite Eight to go to the Final Four was a good time. All of our family was there. I know a lot of you guys were there, but all of our families and everybody was in the stands. We had our own little section behind the bench, so that was a pretty cool moment. It was a lot of fun. Duke was the #1 overall seed. #1 overall. We beat him to go to the Final Four. It was pretty cool. Yeah. It was fun.
You can make some noise for that.
That was great.
Rachel, what's it been like transitioning from college to the WNBA?
It's been tough in some ways. I mean, the physicality is different. I mean, you can see, like, when we have to try to guard Sylvia Fowles, I mean, that's tough. She's huge and so strong. And the speed of the game is different. You know, everyone's super, super fast, and that's been a tough adjustment. And I think just coming off an injury, just adjusting that way too, and just I'm finally healthy. This has been a good year for me where I feel really good. I'm not wearing a knee brace anymore. So yeah, I just feel like I've grown a lot in this year and been able to handle those pieces.
I have something. So what did you do this year? Because the other night against Indiana, you had 20. Tonight you had, how many did you have tonight? 11. And so, I mean, because you're obviously playing, you're playing really well. She's the leading spot-up shooter in the WNBA right now, percentage-wise. Did you know that? Yeah, you're the leading spot-up shooter. Seriously, it's the leading spot-up shooter. And so you were on our scouting report to get out to your 3-point shots, and obviously we'll watch some video and get better. But no, seriously, what did you do this year to make yourself, just confident in the way you're playing? It's really been fun to watch. Thank you.
I mean, this off season, I spent I was in Australia for 4 months, and then I came back and I really kicked into high gear. I have 2 really good trainers that really helped me, and got a lot of shots up. Obviously, that helps just getting reps. And I think, like, mentally, I just felt a lot better, just being healthy and getting strong. And I just came to the season knowing I had to be confident, or I wasn't going to make the roster. So I just had a different mindset where I was just going to come in and make sure I won that spot and play some minutes.
What year is this in the league for you?
It's my 3rd season.
3rd season. So it's a big season. It really is a big season. You've really improved and done well. So good for you.
Thank you.
Really good for you. Great job. Yes. And now I'll take a question.
Yes, of course. Rachel, did you know you were going to be interviewed by Lindsay and the crowd as well?
I will actually ask myself a question. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Lindsay,
Rachel, ask me a question.
How has it been balancing coaching and playing at the same time?
It's been busy. It's been busy. It's been fun. Obviously, our team is wonderful. They're all here tonight, so they've been working hard. So we're going to Italy in, what is it, like 3 weeks, guys? 3 or 4 weeks? They're going to Italy. I'll be FaceTiming them and whatnot, but So we have some practices now. So we have 10 practices that we can do where it's like the full practices. Other than that, we have 8 weeks designated where we can have 4 hours on the court, 4 hours in the weight room. So we've been busy with that. And while I've been on road trips and playing, our assistant coaches have been doing a great job. So, a big hand for our players for working hard and our coaches for doing a great job because they've been really able to make this thing go. It wouldn't be possible. It's obviously it's 2 really big jobs. So there's been a lot of help on the Gopher at the U of M and with the Lynx as well. So it's always a team effort. So it's always a team effort, but it's been busy, but it's been a lot of new kind of fun, different things, and getting to still play and learn some things here, and then see some different things on how I feel I would like to play as a team. So that's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, I want to open this up to you guys since you've been hanging out waiting to speak to these two. Kelly over here is going to go up into the crowd on this side. You guys can feel free to raise your hand if you have a question. Does anybody on this side want to start things off? Right here.
This question is for Rachel because it's probably not fair to ask Coach Whalen this question. But Rachel, what's the one piece of advice? It's over here. What's the one piece of advice that you would give the Gophers that are here tonight as to how to succeed and have a chance to make it in the WNBA like you did?
I would say just work really, really hard. Lindsay just whispered that in my ear, so y'all know. But just work really hard. Listen to your coaches.
She has to say that.
Yeah. No, but just work really hard. You got to put in the time if you want to make it happen. And, I've talked to you guys about that a lot already. And you guys are great, and I know you're doing it. But, just keep pushing yourself, push each other. Just leadership. And also being good followers, but just continuing to put in the work and trust each other and be confident. And, putting in a lot of the work really, really does it.
Okay. Anybody else?
When did you both start playing basketball?
I started great question. I started in the 5th grade. I started with my traveling team in Hutchinson in 5th grade. And before that, I was playing hockey. So once I started playing basketball, though, I obviously fell in love with the game and have been playing ever since. So it's been good. Rach?
I started playing when I was 5, so kindergarten. Loved it forever.
She said she could see me playing hockey. That's why you got that rotation on your jump shot. You've been doing it since you were 5 years old. That thing was like, didn't even hit rim. It's all swishes.
All right, the season has been condensed by 3 weeks. How have you adapted to that situation of playing games every other day? The season condensed by 3 weeks. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's very good. It's been good. No, it's fun to play because that's what, you work hard to do is to play, but, I don't know. 7 games in 14 days, that's kind of tough. What, have you guys had some crazy travel? I know we have a back-to-back after the All-Star game. That's going to be kind of tough, but we had one stretch where it was like 20-some days in a row of like either practice or travel, game, and like we didn't really even have time for practice. I don't know about you guys.
We were pretty much on the road for like a month in June, and it was insane. And we had a lot of injuries. There was a lot of adversity happening, but we haven't even been able to practice. You kind of just have to watch a lot of film and just roll with the punches. But it's been a tough season. But for us, we're kind of lucky because now we're on the back end and we're at home for like the rest of our season. We have like 2 on the road traveling, so that's not bad at all. But we've already finished up 2 back-to-backs, which was really hard. And that's gonna be tough for y'all after All-Star break. But we have a better schedule coming up, so I'm hoping that we kind of push through the end.
And I think the league needs to find a nice mix between last year and this year because last year we had, like you said, I think 3.5 extra weeks of the season, and we still are playing the same amount of games in basically a month less. So a nice balance would be good because last year we had 7 different weeks where we played 1 game, and so this year I think we're average, like 3 games a week basically. So a nice mix would be good for next year. So hopefully we strike that balance. But it's fun when you get on a roll. It's good because you're just playing every couple days. And then when you do have a loss here or there, then you don't have much time to think about it. So I don't know. I mean, players want to play. That's the thing. Players want to play, but you know, I think a nice balance would be good. So hopefully they're able to strike it next year. The reason why it's so condensed this year is because of the World Championships in September, October. So last year, when it's an Olympic year and a World Championship year, it's just our season gets kind of jumbled around. So that's why it's so condensed this year. And then next year will probably be similar to last year. And then the Olympics will take the break. But yeah. Anyway, it's a rundown of scheduling. Next question.
All right, you heard her. Next question. What do we have for him?
She has another one.
Oh, second is a two-parter. Here we go.
Two-part question, one-part
All right,
answer.
All-Star game here. How much fun would it be for both of you to be on the team? And if you were chosen, the captains get to choose. If you were the last player chosen, would that affect your ego?
Yes, I wouldn't play if I was the last player chosen. I must be first, or I don't play. I will not bring my talents to Target Center unless I'm chosen first. No, in all seriousness, it would be an honor to play here, of course, in an all-star game. I mean, I've played in a couple, so it's always a big honor, huge honor to play with the best in the world. So I think any of us would jump at the opportunity. So we'll find out, I guess, on Tuesday. I think on Tuesday is the announcement, the 17th, if I have that right. Yep, I have it right. So Tuesday is the announcement for the All-Star game. So I guess we'll see what happens. I know everybody's been voting. You guys have been voting and having all that's been good. I think 40% fan vote, 20% coaches, 20% players will determine, I think, who the 24 All-Stars. I think there's 20, yeah, so 12 on each team. And then the top 2 vote getters are the captains. So, yeah. So, yeah, if I make it and I'm picked last, it's not going to be good. I'll have to have I won't be able to play. It'll be tough. Rachel?
I won't be in it, but I'll be here to cheer her on, and maybe like get in a 3-point contest or something.
Oh, no.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Leading spot-up shooter in the WNBA 3-point contest. My money's on you, for real. That'd be good. Yeah, you'd be in there. You'd be good. Yes, more questions for Rachel. More questions for Rachel. More questions for Rachel. It's Rachel's birthday today, so I'll start the questioning. So how old are you today?
25. 25.
Ooh, nice. 25. It's a good age. You can rent a car now. She can rent a car now legally. She can rent a car. What car did you rent today?
I did not rent a car, but I'll be glad to do it one day without having to pay extra.
She's gonna what are you gonna rent first? You're gonna rent a Mini Cooper. Isn't that what you usually get? What are those cars you usually get when you go for a rental? They're usually like, I don't know. Yeah, no, PT Cruiser. Thank you. I knew it was something along those lines. A PT Cruiser or a Dodge Charger. Are you kidding me? Dodge Charger. Great engine. Mustang. You can rent a Mustang. That's going to be good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Some Mustang fans over there. That'll be good. That'll be very good. So when you were a kid, did you get to choose the meal you wanted when it was your birthday? What did you choose?
I always choose seafood. Like last night we went to Red Lobster for my birthday, and that's pretty much what I always get every.
And they couldn't undercook the lobster last night, huh? And they couldn't undercook it for us today? They had to cook it well, huh? So then you had to come out here and have three-pointers in 2 minutes.
Yeah, sorry. I actually had crab legs, but it's fine. It was good.
Just kidding. I don't wish food poisoning on anyone. It's a terrible, terrible thing. So you would choose seafood?
Absolutely. Seafood's my favorite.
Okay, my meal was, since you're asking, hamburgers, very healthier, hamburgers, baked beans, potato chips. And then you scoop the baked beans with your potato chip. Am I right? Boom. Perfect meal. Oh, and Dairy Queen cake. Dairy Queen cake. Me and my other had to have Dairy Queen cake. Ice cream cake, the best. Ice cream cake. It's good, right? Very nice. Let's see what else.
I think we have a question up here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're doing great.
I'm gonna bail you out here. So other than being at home, what's your favorite place to play, and why?
Other than playing here, what's my favorite place to play?
Or in Connecticut, or here at the Target Center?
Probably Seattle. It's just a really good environment. They have a lot of good fans. It's exciting. They're obviously a really good team and make it really tough. But and Seattle's a really fun city. They have a ton of shopping, good food. So I always enjoy it. Lindsay's is Phoenix. She likes it because it's 300 degrees there. What else? Her family is there. Everything's very close. And there's a CVS across the street.
For when I forget things when I pack, there's a CVS really closely located. There's a Potbelly sandwich. You guys like Potbelly sandwich? It's Potbelly sandwich is very close. And my sister lives there too now. So my aunt and sisters live there. Yep. Phoenix is good, and Seattle. Those are my two favorite, other than Target Center. Yes.
We probably have time for a couple more. One over here.
Probably one more.
So,
It's Rachel's birthday. I mean, she's got to go to dinner. She's got to go to Red Lobster.
do you still get your parents giving you advice on your
What's
games?
that?
Do you still have your parents giving you advice?
Yeah, I do. I think everybody kind of still, they're always your parents. I was complaining about something a month ago. My mom told me to suck it up. So that was pretty good. I think it was, a busy week or something like that. And she was just like, I just don't really know what to tell you, but you're going to have to just suck it up. So that was sage advice. Felt really good at the time as I was bursting into tears. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I think we always, rely on your parents a lot. So I talked to my mom on my way over to the game today. So yeah. You want to talk nice about your parents since they're right here?
Yeah, my parents are sitting over there. Wave. Yeah, my sister. She's awkward though, so. No, I get advice from my parents all the time. Mostly my dad. He calls me a lot, and yeah, he's pretty stern with me. Sometimes I don't love it as much, but I always try to take it and learn from it. And yeah, you know how it is when your parents give you advice. You kind of don't want to listen, but you should listen, and that's just how life goes. But the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate it, and it always helps me in the end. So they're pretty cool.
They get the thumbs up. Well, I think that's a good.
I have one more question for Rachel.
Okay, you go ahead. You take it
What is going on
away.
with this hair tie situation? That is crazy. That is crazy. You guys noticed that today? It's like, is it metal? What is that? No? Looks good. Okay.
Who wants it? No, I'm kidding.
I thought it was metal when I was looking out there. I was like, is that legal? Looks good on you. Yes, next question.
All right, we'll take. So I'm going to repeat that just so everybody up here can hear it too. She asked, what's it like to have to leave for half the year and play in other places around the world, essentially?
Yeah, I mean, so you kind of get, I did it for like 10 years where you're playing here and then you're going overseas. So you're playing for 11 months out of the year. The leagues are different. Over there you play twice a week. You play every Wednesday, every Saturday. So Wednesday is your EuroLeague game or your EuroLeague Cup game. Saturday is your whatever country you're in league. So I played in the Czech Republic for 5 years. So play EuroLeague on Wednesday, Czech Republic League on Saturday. And so there's just kind of a rhythm like that. And just the hardest thing is that it's 7 months usually, unless you have, in Australia, you go to Australia, you go to China. Some of those leagues are a little shorter, but just the time you're away from home is probably the hardest part. But good competition, the money's good. It's fun to be playing. You're working on your skills. When you're younger, the WNBA is a long off season, so it's really beneficial for you to go overseas and continue to work on your game and get better and learn from different coaches, learn from different teammates. All those things are really valuable.
Yeah, everything Lindsay said, I pretty much agree with. Australia was only a 4-month season, so that helped me mentally being away from my family and everybody. But it's just a different lifestyle, especially when the time difference is so big, and that makes it hard too. But and it's a different style of basketball, so that's kind of fun. You get to learn different ways, to play the game, and But it's different. You just, I don't know yet. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a good time, you know, like Lindsay said, good money, and you get to continue to grow in your game. And yeah, and I like to do a short season so that I could stay healthy and, you know, not worry about my knees too much. So that was really good for me.
All right. Well, I know on behalf of all of the alumni here, we want to thank you for both of you for being here. We appreciate your time. Thank you for speaking with us. Rachel, happy birthday once again.
Happy birthday, Rachel! Great job. Good game tonight. Enjoy Red Lobster.